Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We're going to start our G2 lesson now. And I would like the ST to please select a student who can start recite the starting prayer with me.
Can we have A7301?
A7301.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay, A7301.
Yes.
Can I please ask all students to not share their camera? You need to switch your camera off. Otherwise, you'll be removed from the class and you'll be put in the waiting room. And can you, anybody who's not been asked to come to the mic, can you mute yourself, please? Jazakallah. Okay, A7301. Let's start.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Should I read the translation?
Yes.
I seek refuge with Allah from the Satan the rejected.
From Satan the rejected. Jazakallah. What's after A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim? What do we say after?
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Okay, do you know the translation?
Where I don't know it. Where is
You
it?
don't know it. It's okay, I was just asking. We don't have it written down. It is in the name of Allah, the most gracious,
Ever merciful.
merciful. Jazakallah. Good. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I'd like you to start reading, please.
Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani.
Okay, so if you could read that part again, please. Uqdatam min lisani. So start from the beginning again. Start from
Wahlul uqdatam.
No, stop. It's uq. This is ayn. Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
see? Yeah, this is ayn. Uq, like that. Okay, start again from that beginning.
Wahlul uqdatam min lisani.
Okay.
Yafqahu qawli.
Okay, so read the translation.
Lord, expand my mind and make my task easy for me and remove every impediment from my speech that people may understand easily what I say.
Jazakallah. Next one, please.
Rabbi zidni ilma. Oh my Lord, increase me in my knowledge.
Good. Can I please remind students not to start sharing their camera, otherwise you will be removed from the class. Jazakallah. Okay, and the next prayer, please, A7301.
Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min ilayya min khairin fakir.
Okay, so just remember here as well, Rabbi, Ra, this is a thick sound, okay? So you need to make sure you pronounce it properly. And inni, you see this shad on the noon?
Yeah.
So noon, shaddad is when you see that, and there is a letter preceding it that must join it. This is noon gunna, so you must emphasize that. And then lima, there's mud there.
Yeah.
Okay, and read the English translation, please.
My Lord, I am in need of whatever good thou mayest send down to me.
Okay, and the next one, please.
Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka
Okay, stop. No, keep it short. You see here? Keep it short. And it was exactly the same as the one up here. It's noon gunna. So you're going to recite innaka. Can you say that?
innaka
Very good. So innaka, finish the verse.
Innaka antasmihul
Okay, stop. Anta sami'ul alim.
anta
Innaka.
innaka antasmiul
No,
alim.
hang on a minute. So here, this is what you're having trouble with. Innaka, yeah, anta, then ta. It is going to join to the scene. Do you see the shad on top of the scene?
Yes.
You have to join those two letters up. And then what does scene have on top of it? It has fatha. Can I please ask children not to share camera? Jazakallah. That's now the fourth warning I'm giving. Okay, so you see here you have the scene with shad and fatha. So
Yeah.
you're going not, you said tasmi, it's not tasmi. Antasami, okay? And then you say your ain and you carry on. So try again.
Innaka antasmiul
No.
alim.
Wait. So hang on a minute. Do you see here? What did I say about the scene and the shadda? And it has fatha. So you have to say antasami'ul. Okay?
Antasamiul alim.
Jazakallah. And now say in English the translation, please.
Our Lord, accept this from us, for you are all hearing, all knowing.
Jazakallah. Okay, so can I please now share with you just some information about next week's class, that there is a change in the meeting ID, okay, from next Monday. Please remember that. So when you log into Zoom and you want to join the class, it is a different class ID. Zoom meeting ID is different, okay? The password will remain the same. Jazakallah. Can I please ask TA to present the etiquettes of the class?
Sure. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, Jazakallah. Wa alaikum assalam.
So this is not my first time reminding you of the etiquette. So the basic etiquettes that we have for this class is, first of all, to perform ablution, wuzu, because we're learning about the Holy Quran. So make sure, in respect, we do wuzu. So make sure you perform your wuzu. Make sure you cover your head. So wear a cap or wear a scarf. You must revise your lesson, and make sure you sit with an adult quiet room so that they can monitor you and help you whenever you need help. Okay. And the second, the most important thing is to make sure that your audio and your video, both of them should be off. And I've noticed that there was the fourth time that the day teacher had to tell you that to turn your videos off. It's not nice because it just disturbs the class, right? So just make sure that you're not the one who's disturbing the class. So this also comes in the etiquette, okay? And make sure you log in with the correct IDs that have been provided to you by email. And during the class, you have to listen attentively. So if you're just turning your video on and off, you're not paying attention. Rather, you're paying attention to this fact of actually turning your videos on. And make sure that you recite verses alongside the online recitation. And do not raise your hand unless you're requested to do so, okay? And obviously after the lesson, you have to make sure that you revise your lesson and you complete your homework. And just an information, if you need to contact us or email us, just go to info@nqc.org.uk. And these classes offer additional support to learning, and they're not a replacement for one-to-one learning at home, okay? Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah, TA. And just another reminder that also the parent-teacher conferences will be taking place next week. So if anybody has any question about the progress of their child, please can you contact info@nqc.org.uk and write which class. This class is G2, so make sure you mention that in your email. And please include the correct ID for your child and also their name. Jazakallah, Jazakumullah, Jaza. Okay, Now I have created breakout room again this week. And so my very able TA will be going into that breakout room. And I have also asked for 6 students to join her because today's lesson is a revision lesson. As you know, we have been working on Surah Fatiha, Surah Al-Ala, and Surah Al-Ghashiyah. And so I hope that all of you have completed the homework. In fact, before we go into the breakout room, please can I ask a question? And I want the students to raise their hand. First of all those students who have memorized Surah Fatiha, can you please raise your hand? And ST, please can you ensure that you know the number of students who have raised their hand. So all of you who have memorized Surah Fatiha, please can you raise your hand? Okay. So the number is still going up. Okay, I think now the number is coming down. Okay, so I think the maximum number there we saw was 31. So ST, please make, okay, students, Jazakallah, you can put your hand down now. So ST, please note that 31 students raised their hand when I asked how many had memorized Surah Fatiha. And the next question now is, how many students have memorized Surah Al-Ala? So can you raise your hand if you have memorized Surah Al-Ala, all of it? All the verses of Surah Al-Ala have you memorized? I will give 10 more seconds. So I think that number is not changing. Okay, TA, please note that 16 students, okay, students, you can put your hands down now. So 16 students have said that they have memorized Surah Al-Ala. And now the last question, how many students have memorized Surah Al-Ghashiyah? So that is all verses of Surah Al-Ghashiyah. How many students know all of Surah Al-Ghashiyah and they have memorized it? I will wait a few seconds. It looks like that number is not changing. Okay, TA, please note that 7 students raised their hand to say that they have memorized Surah Al-Ghashiyah. Okay, Jazakallah. Everybody, you can put your hands down now. Jazakallah. Okay, I'm going to create the breakout room. Jazakallah to my TA for going into the room. And the lesson today is just to, as I said before, to revise all 3 of the surahs and to listen to the students recite. Jazakallah. Okay. Now I'm going to ask my ST to please select a student out of the ones who have, can you raise your hands again? The ones who have only memorized Surah Al-Fatiha. So you have not memorized Surah Al-Ala and you have not memorized Surah Al-Ghashiyah. And you only know how to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. Please can you put your hands up? And ST, please can you select one student from those, I think it is 12 students, 13 students who are raising their hand.
Can we have A7327?
A7327. Maybe that student is in, no, he's not in the breakout room. Okay, A7327, are you there?
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Are you A7327?
Yes, I am A7327.
Okay, can you please recite Surah? So you've said that you know how to recite Surah Al-Fatiha, yeah? You've memorized it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear it. Want to start?
Should I read Al-Zubillah?
Yes, please. Always, when we recite the Quran, we must start with Ta'awuz, okay?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay, stop. Jazakallah. Okay, can I just remind you, I think we had this conversation before as well. Do you see my screen? Do you see what I've highlighted there? Yeah.
Yes.
There are 4 letters that I've highlighted. And when you recite this, we must hear you pronounce those letters, okay? This is not ow. There's no ow in Arabic. It is alif with fatha, that is a, and then it is ayn with dhamma, followed by waw with jazm. This elongates that oo sound to make a'u, like that. And then dhal with dhamma, a'udhu. Okay, so that's something to just revise. A'udhu, like that. Okay. Okay, better. So I want you to keep practicing that, okay? We don't have time now to keep going until you get it right, but I want you to keep practicing it. Now will you recite Surah Fatiha for me?
Okay. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Rahmanir Rahim,
Okay, stop.
Maliki
Stop, please.
Yawmiddin.
A7327. Please stop. So,
Yeah.
the first thing here, okay, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, okay? Just need to work on your articulation, but that's okay. I know you're not going to learn that overnight, and that's okay. The other thing I want to talk to you about, do you see this bit I've highlighted here? Beginning of verse 3, you recited Hir-Rahmanir Rahim. There's no ha there, okay? Either you
Okay.
continue, yeah, so you have to either Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Because if you don't want to stop at the end of verse 2, you can carry on. But see that there's no he. Okay, so when we recite this verse 3, we will say Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Okay, can you recite that for me?
Okay. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
No, stop. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Say, okay. So this one. Yes, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Okay. So this is just something for you to ensure that you don't make that mistake. I think you are reciting like Bismillah. So in Bismillah, we say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim because there is the ha of Allah there. Yes, but in verse 3, Surah Fatiha, that's not the case. So this needs to be fixed, okay? Okay, after Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, what do we say? Carry on.
Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka nasta'in. Nasirat mustaqim.
Okay, stop, A7327. Stop. Jazakallah. Okay.
Yeah.
You see at the beginning of verse 4, you said maleke. There is no ke sound, okay? It is maliki yawmiddin. Okay? So that's that. Very good. Now, iyyaka na'budu. You see this letter here after the after the noon. This is ayn here. Na. So just make sure that you are pronouncing those letters correctly. Wa iyyaka nasta'in. Again, you have to pronounce this ayn. Okay, so repeat from iyyaka. Repeat. So
hello?
A7327.
You've paused. I can't hear anything from you.
I haven't paused anything. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I couldn't hear anything. Yeah, everything was paused on my screen. I couldn't hear anything.
Okay, so now this is the 5th warning I'm giving you students, for sharing your camera. Okay? Next time you will not be able to enter the class if you share your camera. N8336, A7348. Stop sharing your camera, please. Okay, A7327. Let's go to verse 5. Iyaka na'budu. Can you do that for me, please?
Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in.
Okay,
Ihdinas
stop.
siratal
A327, stop.
mustaqim.
Go again. The in iyaka na'budu, like this, okay? Not na'budu. Yeah, there's no bo sound and there's no do sound in Arabic. All right? So you have to recite iyaka na'budu.
Iyyaka na'budu.
That's right. Exactly. Well done.
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
You keep like pausing, talking, and sometimes you're not talking, sometimes you're talking, sometimes you're not talking.
Okay, I think there might be a problem with your connection, A7327, because I very clearly, yeah, I'm using you. All right. So I
Okay.
think there might be a little bit of a problem with your connection. No problem. We will go to the next for today. Okay. ST, please can we have the next student to, okay, so those children, only those students who have memorized only Surah Fatiha, put your hands up. Only those students who have memorized Surah Fatiha and they have not memorized any other surah. Can they put their hands up? And then ST, please, can you select one student?
Can we have A7338?
A7338. Is A7338 there? A7338. Looks like they are not there. Can you select another student, please?
Can we have N8318?
N8318.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So N8318, you said that you have only memorized Surah Fatiha, is that right?
I've memorized, I think, 2 verses of Surah Al-Aliyah.
Al-Ala. Yeah. Okay. So that is not all of Surah Al-Ala. Good. Okay. So do you see where I have highlighted the beginning of verse 6 of Surah Fatiha?
Yes.
So I want you to start reciting, but I don't want you to see the screen because you tell me that you have memorized it. All right. So I want you to start. How do we start recitation? What do we have to say?
You always start with A'udhu Billah.
Well done. So can I hear it from you, please?
A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
And just one thing, then N8318, when you say shaytan, you have to say shaytanir rajim, not shaytwa. Okay, there's no vowel there. Let me bring it back and show you. So this letter here, this is ta, okay? It's not twa, that's wrong, okay? So a'udhu billahi minash shaytanir rajim, like that, okay? That's it. Otherwise, it was good. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now I want you to start reciting Surah Fatiha, please. From verse 6, so from Ihdina Siratan.
Surah Al-Fatiha.
Yes.
Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim. Siratal Lazina An'amta Alayhim. Ghayril Maghdubi Alayhim Waladwalin. Amin.
Okay, so let's go through this now. Yes, you have memorized it, but unfortunately there's a few errors and that's the point of being in the class. So well done for doing your homework. And now we're just going to go through the different verses, okay, to make sure that you are understanding the mistakes. So you said اهدنا الصراط. Now there's no in Arabic, okay? Alif with kasra underneath, this is pronounced I. So when you then join it to the ha, it will be I. All right? اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. So here the ta, this has to be a thick sound, and the qaf has to be a thick sound. Mustaqim. All right?
Okay.
That for me? Recite that for me, please.
Eh,
Yes.
Nasirat Mustaqim.
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 Good. Okay. Now the next one. Here again, Saad. This is just for pronunciation. I know that it is difficult and it's just something that you're going to have to keep practicing. But Sirat, like this. Saad is pronounced. Oh, for some reason, my highlighter is not working. Anyway, so the Saad, that is pronounced Si. Sirat al-ladina. Each of those is a thick sound. It's very difficult. It's just something to practice for next time. And now here, this is where also I think there was an issue because you did not articulate the ayn properly. An'amta. Okay, so make sure that you're not saying anamta. That's not right. It's an'amta. Okay, and again here, the ayn of alayhim. Alayhim. I think you said anamta alayhim. This is wrong. Okay. When we must pronounce the ayn, and also how do you pronounce this part? Let me just highlight it so that I can tell you exactly the part I want you to pronounce. This bit here, do you see the lam with the fatha and then it joins the ya with the jazm? Can you tell me how you're going to pronounce this part?
Amta
Yes.
An'amta alayhim.
Alayhim. Good. And then you must pause a little bit, yeah? And then this bit here, after that, how do we pronounce this bit?
Ghayril maghdubi
Good. غير المغضوب. And then this bit here?
alayhim.
Alayhim. Okay, and then can you do the last bit for me?
Zwalim.
Okay, so this is again an issue. I think I mentioned it last week as well. So when you have a mud followed by the shad, do you see this shad? The lam is there and it has shad on it, lam mushaddad. So you must make sure that you are joining up those sounds. So when you recite waladallin, okay? Everybody should hear when you're reciting that shad. So say that again for me, waladda, like that.
Waladhalim.
Okay, so here, this is not dwa. Okay, this is da, like that. Okay, so that's something for you to, practice. Waladallin. I want to hear that again, okay? So recite again, please.
Waladhalim.
Better, but you must really emphasize it. I think there will be videos on YouTube from MTA about where Hafiz Saab is reciting Surah Fatiha. So listen to that very carefully because you will see that you will be able to hear the shad. Okay, Jazakallah, that was good. And can I have, now, that's it. We have finished Surah Fatiha. Now we're going to go on to Surah Al-A'la. So ST, first of all, I'm going to ask the students who has memorized all of the entire Surah Al-A'la. Can you please raise your hands? All of you who have memorized entire Surah Al-A'la. And then ST, please can you select a student verses with me? ST? students, who has recited all of
Sorry, can we have N8314?
N8314? Assalamu alaikum. N8314? Okay, looks like there's no response. Can we have another student, please? So out of those who say that they can, they have memorized Surah Al-Ala.
Can we have N8317?
N8317. N8317. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum. I haven't actually memorized Surah Allah. I just forgot to lower my hand.
Okay, so let's choose somebody else because we need to listen to Surah Al-Ala. Jazakallah, N8317 will remember you next week, okay?
But I have memorized 14 verses.
Of Surah Al-Ala?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. So let's hear that then, okay? Let's hear the first, I think we can do the first 4 verses with you. Okay, so how do we start our recitation?
With Bismillah.
Before that, because you
A'udhu Billah.
good. Can you do that for me?
A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Nice, okay. Start. Please don't look at the screen, okay? I'm going to look at the screen and I want you to try not to look at the screen and I want you to recite from me. All right?
Sabbih isma rabbikal a'la allazi khalaqa fasawwa wallazi qaddara fahada wallazi akhrajal mar'a.
Okay, stop. Jazakallah. Good. So you recited 5 verses. That's good. And the only thing I want to say to you is, first of all, you say va. Okay? The letter wow is pronounced wa. Okay? Not va. It is wa, like in the English language, there is the letter W. It is not the V sound like the English letter V. All right? So please make sure.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but I'm still unmuted and I can't recite with the student because I'm still unmuted.
ST, please can you mute? You can mute yourself. Is that A7327? You can mute yourself. All right? Now, if we carry on, N8317. So, the wa sound is like W, all right? Wa. But you were saying va. This is incorrect. So please correct that for future. And then the only other thing that I wanted to say was, if you see where I have highlighted here. Yes, N8317, are you there?
Yes.
So do you see here where I've highlighted? Do you see that mud on top of the ya?
Yes.
So when we recite this, we have to say waladhi at least 3 seconds or 3 beats, okay? When you are reciting, but you didn't elongate it. You must remember to do that. That's very important. Other than that, the va and wa sound, you must also correct that for me next time. Other than that, mashallah, it was good. Jazakallah. Okay, ST, please can we have another student? So all of those children who have memorized most of Surah Al-Ala or all of Surah Al-Ala, please can you raise your hand so that ST can select a student for me.
Can we have A7306?
A7306.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, A7306. So how many verses have you memorized of Surah Al-Ala?
I've done most of it. There's
Jazakallah.
3 more verses to finish it.
Mashallah, mashallah. Okay, so shall we start? How do you start reciting Quran? What do you have to say?
With a ta'ud
Good. Ta'awud, well done. Okay,
and tasmiyah.
excellent. So let's start.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. I think you have really improved already from the last time I heard you. Well done, A7306, mashallah. Okay, so I think the last student, she recited until the end of verse 5. So can you start from verse 6, which is فَجَعَلَهُ غُثَاءً أَحْوَى? Yes? So
Yes.
from that, please.
فجعله غثاء نحوا.
Okay, carry on.
سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى.
Okay, Jazakallah, A7306. First of all, your melody was very good. I really enjoyed listening to your recitation because there was a flow to it. There were some minor errors, but apart from that, your flow, this is very important when we recite Quran. The beautification of the recitation of the Quran should also be adhered to. And I feel that your melody was, mashallah, good. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of verse 6. Can you see my screen? So I've highlighted,
Yes.
yeah? So I've highlighted a couple of things here. First of all, do you see this symbol that I'm going over with my arrow?
Yeah.
Called inverted dhamma, okay? So this means that when you articulate it, when you say it, when you recite it, you must make sure that it is a little bit longer than if you just had normal dhamma, okay? So here, for example, what I'm highlighting here, this is short. But this one, because it's inverted, it is a bit longer. فَجَعَلَهُ, okay? Just
Okay.
2 seconds. And then, oh, that was fine. And then you did sa. But this letter is not sa. Yeah, sa is seen. This letter is tha. So you remember I was explaining how to pronounce that with your tongue in between your teeth. Tha.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
sa.
exactly. So, but you didn't recite it that way. You said sa. Okay, so just be careful with that. Just make sure that you're pronouncing it correctly. And I think it was the same here as well with dansa. This one was not long enough. But you see here, it's got mud and it's got vertical fatha. So you must elongate that sound for 4 seconds. All right?
All right.
Same here. Illa ma sha. Now this one is a mud, the larger mud. And so you must, when you are reciting, you must elongate that sound for about 4 seconds, okay? Can be as long as you like it, but not too long, obviously, but be longer than this one. So these were just little points, as I said, that if you pay attention to them, then your recitation, mashallah, will be even better, okay?
Should I recite them again?
No, it's okay. Jazakallah. We don't have time for you to recite them again, but I want you to carry on practicing because, mashallah, your melody is very good. And if your pronunciation matched your melody, then it would be excellent. Okay?
Jazakallah.
Okay. Jazakallah A7306. So that was verses 6 to 10 that he recited. And now actually we are going to go on to Surah Ghashiyah. We don't have time to complete all of Surah Ala. Okay, so those children who have memorized part of or all of Surah Ghashiyah, please raise your hand so that the ST can select one of you. Okay, ST?
Can we have A7306?
We just had A7306, ST. So can we select somebody else?
Can we have A7309?
A7309, are you there? I'm just looking for Surah Ghashiyah here.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Could you just confirm your ID to me, please?
A7309.
Jazakallah. Okay, A7309. So have you memorized the whole of Surah Ghashiyah?
No.
How many verses have you memorized? A7309? A7309, can you hear me? ST, I don't think A7309 can hear me. Can we have this?
Sorry, can we have N8310?
N8310. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Okay, N8310. Have you memorized Surah Ghashiyah?
I know we're up to the verse 15, but it's not that
Okay.
fluent.
Okay, let's hear what you can recite to me because we only have a few more minutes, so let's see, okay? Can you start please with Ta'awudh?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, just stop for me. So, this letter that I've highlighted here, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Can you hear the difference between what you recited and what I recited?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ta sound, just pay attention to it, okay? It is not ta, it's ta. All right? So, now let's go on to Surah Ghashiyah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية وجوه يومئذ خاشية عاملة نائمة.
Sorry, just repeat that one again. Amilatun, then?
عاملة ناصبة.
Nasiba. Carry.
تصلى نارا حامية.
Good.
من عين آنية. ليس لهم طعام إلا من ضريع.
Okay. Okay.
لا يسمن ولا يغني من جوع.
Okay. So stop. Okay. Let's go through this N8310. Actually, your recitation was, for the most part, it was fluent. Okay. And I like the way that you pronounce the ra, because you're absolutely right. It's a thick sound. هل أتاك حديث الغاشية. Yeah. Very nice. So that was good. The only thing I think you need to work on here, the next verse, وجوه يوم. Do you see how it's colored? This is my color-coded Quran, so it tells us some rules for recitation, and you can see double dhamma here, so tanveen is here, and you can see that when it joins a ya with shad on it, you must elongate that. So just spend a little bit longer emphasizing on it when you're reciting. وُجُوهٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ خَاشِعَةٌ. Do you see here? That ayn, that also just need to emphasize that sound, okay? All right, and then I think we already fixed عَامِلَةٌ نَاصِبَةٌ. So again, that green, can you see it's colored green? That's because that's noon gunna, and we have to emphasize that when we recite it. Tasla naran hamiyah. تسقى من عين آنية. This is all fine. ليس لهم طعام إلا من. Okay, so this is where I had to highlight, because do you see how this verse ends with ayn?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that you pronounce that ayn, even though because it's coming to the end of the ayah, it doesn't have a fatha on it. It's not. You're not going to pronounce the matayn on it. You're not going to, but you have to. You know, you have to ensure that you articulate the sound. So, illa min dari'. You see, did you hear that jerk in my voice? That,
Yeah.
you know, that tells you that the ayn is at the end of the verse there. And the same with the next one. La yusminu wa la you said yukhni. It is not a kha, it's a ghain, okay? Yughni, like that. Min ju'. Can you say that for me?
لا تسمن ولا يغني من جوع.
Ju'.
جوع.
Ju'. Yes, very good. That was much better. So that was not too bad at all. Very good. Okay. Jazakallah. So that was until verse 8. And ST, could we have the next student, please? I think there was a student who we couldn't hear in the breakout room. So if we could have that student, please.
Yes, but before I say her ID, can we
Yes.
just make sure none of the students have the a figure on their ID? No emojis.
Okay.
Jazakallah. Can we have N8306?
N8306. Are you there? Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum. N8306. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So have you memorized any part of Surah Ghashiyah?
No, I'm still learning it.
What have you memorized?
I haven't learned any yet.
You haven't learned anything at all?
No.
Not even Surah Fatiha?
Oh, I did Surah Al-Fatiha and I've already recited it.
You've recited. Okay, Jazakallah, then we don't need to go to the mic. That's fine. I think there was a mix-up then. What about Surah Al-Ala? Do you know any of the verses? N8306? Okay, so we only have a couple of minutes anyway. It's all right. ST, if you could choose somebody, please, to recite Surah Ghashiyah. So those students who have memorized Surah Ghashiyah after, because we listened up to verse 8, so who can recite few verses for me after verse 8. So all those students who have memorized Surah Ghashiyah, please can you put your hands up so that ST can select you to recite on the mic with me. Okay, ST, can you pick one student, please?
Can we have A7351?
A7351, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay, A7351, how much of Surah Ghashiyah do you know?
I knew none of it.
Okay, why did you have your hand up then? Okay then, Jazakallah. All right then, ST, I don't think we will select any more students because now we have come to the end of the class. So may I please ask TA to go over the homework for today?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, Jazakallah.
Okay, so your homework is to recite chapter 88, so revise and memorize with correct pronunciation. So Surah Al-Ghashiyah, and make sure you memorize and revise chapter number 1, chapter number 87, which is Surah Al-Ala. Chapter number 1 is Surah Al-Fatiha, and chapter number 88, which is Surah Al-Ghashiyah. So there was a student in the breakout room who wanted to see the new ID again. She was not.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I will definitely put that up. I was waiting for you to finish and I'll put that up. So I'll put that up now. Okay, so this is just a reminder for everybody in the class. Please can you note that there is a change in the G2 meeting ID from next week. So from Monday, 14th of October, the class timing is still 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. But now the Zoom meeting ID has changed to this new ID. And please choose that when you join the G2 class, and the password will be the same. Okay, Jazakumullah ahsanul jaza. Okay, ST, please can you select a student who has not been on the mic today to recite the ending prayers with me?
Can we have
N8303? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get that.
N8303?
N8303.
I've already been on the mic in a room.
In the breakout room? Okay, Jazakallah. Okay, ST, could we have somebody else, please, who hasn't been on the mic, hasn't been in the breakout room?
Can we have can we have N8321?
N8321.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Okay, Beta, let's go through the last prayers. So we must obviously start with Ta'awud. So please, can you recite?
Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
Okay. Just one thing, and I think I've said this a number of times now. Please make sure that you're pronouncing each of these letters separately. Okay. There's no aw in Arabic. It is a'udhu. Okay.
Okay.
Jazakallah. Now, Bismillah, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Okay.
Allahumma arhamni bil Qur'anil azim.
Read the English translation.
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran.
Next.
Waj'alhu li imaman wa nuran wa hudan wa rahma.
Very good. Just make sure that you're articulating the ayn. Waj'alhu li. Okay. Okay. Read the English translation, please.
And make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
And finally.
Rabbana taqabbal minna.
Okay, stop. Rabbana taqabbal minna. Okay, not taqabbul. You see here, it's fatah. All right.
Rabbana taqabbal minna. Innaka antas sami'ul alim.
Okay, so here you elongated. You elongated. Innaka, that changes the meaning of the word completely. So it's not innaka, it's only a fatha there. Keep it short. Innaka.
Innaka.
Good. And please read the English translation.
Oh Allah, accept this effort and service from us, for you are the most hearing, the most knowing. Ameen.
Ameen. Jazakumullah sanal jaza to all the students. And don't forget that you have class tomorrow as well at 7 p.m. same time. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.